Are you ready? Welcome to another installment of Outside the Ring.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yeah?
How does the Kool-Aid Man bust through cement walls when his body's made of glass?
I don't know. Let me ask you a question. How bad is the Funkasaurus?
Oh, God.
Never mind. I am the one, the only, Jason Murphy! Yeah, baby! I talked! Murphy. Did you like that?
It was great, too.
Yeah. And alongside the one, the only, Stone Cold Troy!
You screwed that up.
Well, you know what? For weeks now, I've listened to the show, and I say Troy Stone Cold.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
It's Stone Cold Steve Austin, so it's
Troy.
Stone Cold Troy Austin.
Exactly.
Okay, I
See
get
what I'm
you.
saying? There you go. All right. And somewhere out there over the rainbow, our funk man, rest in peace, Wes Burton.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm not saying he's dead. He still listens to the show, and actually he gives us feedback. He loved the show last week, supposedly. And, he's out there filming Thunder in Paradise with Hulk.
You said he was done with that.
Well, they did Thunder in Paradise 2. He's also in the new Hangover movie, Hangover Part 3.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. They couldn't afford Bradley Cooper, so they went and got Wes Burton. So anyways, it's another week, another show.
Another week,
we have
another show,
we have a bunch of announcements to make. Okay, number one, let's get our shameless plugs out of the way first.
Oh, of course.
Our Twitter, Outside the Ring with the number 1. Our Facebook, Outside the Ring. Our email, Troy.
OutsideTheRing316@gmail.com.
And, of course, you see our YouTube page. Beautiful. We added a couple more subscribers. Our Facebook went up a few more. And actually, Twitter was the biggest one. We went up like 4 followers on Twitter.
Yeah, and
so
to some
cool.
people, they'd be like, oh, 4 followers, that's nothing.
We don't care. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take anything right this point.
We don't care. Spread the word. And that's the thing. I think we have a great show. I think we need people to keep spreading the word.
Spread the word. Well, we need to get cracking on that second show that we've been talking about, too. And I still don't have any clue what we're going to do. We're still waiting on feedback from the listeners for that.
Yeah. Anything would be nice. We've thought about even getting a webcam, maybe doing something with that, putting more stuff on the website.
Kind of like a Howard Stern minus the raunchiness.
Yeah, maybe like fake phone calls. Like we could even prank people using wrestling voices. I think that'd be funny.
No.
Well, we'll do something, but we need your thoughts about that. So
they have Dusty Rose call him, baby.
Yeah, Dusty Rose, baby.
Dusty Rose calling the bicycle shop.
My boy's got no chance of winning the Royal Rumble, baby. My big boobies get bigger though, baby.
Oh God. You mentioned big boobies, and I just think of Brodus Clay and his man boobs jiggling around.
You don't like Brodus Clay? That was the stupidest question in the history of this show.
Yes.
Does Troy Austin like Brodus Clay?
You want to know how I really feel about it?
No.
You would know. How I really feel about Brodus Clay?
Pipe bomb.
I don't like him.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
All the tirades I've gone on.
No kidding.
I just don't like him.
Oh, then by the way, we also have to plug our show. Of course, it is the Royal Rumble. It's one of the big, 4?
Big 4.
So we are
soon
definitely
to be big 5, because I honestly think TLC is becoming another.
No, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank is becoming the 5th
best
pay-per-view.
I agree. So this Sunday's the Rumble. What we're gonna do is look for a episode of Outside the Ring Royal Rumble post-show.
Rumble edition, post-show, special edition, whatever.
We are watching it at my house. We're watching the Rumble with like 20 people.
Yes, because
at my apartment.
Because of all the pay-per-views out of the year,
right?
The Royal Rumble is the one that I would always legitimately buy. I wouldn't go to beat.
The Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view.
Yes, because the Royal Rumble is always going to be good. Even if the other matches suck, the Rumble match is always good.
Surprise
entrances.
Yeah.
You don't
know who's going to win.
Who's going to win? Yeah,
it's awesome.
You never know.
It's one of the best match concepts. Pat Patterson deserves all the credit in the world for coming up with that. Pat Patterson
was the creator of the
Royal Rumble.
Wow.
He's one of the best minds.
And I don't know if you saw it or not, but a couple days ago was his birthday.
It was.
I posted that on the
Happy birthday, Pat! There you go. Plug.
Also on our email.
Yes.
One of our friends sent us a list of the birthdays for wrestlers, And, you know, that'll make it a lot easier than having to search through.
So you're saying we have a stat guy for birthdays now?
Well, we have a website for birthdays. And if I remember...
Oh, he sent a website? Oh!
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad people are listening and caring.
He sent a link to a chart that has... It has the wrestlers' birthdays in it. And there is a lot, I mean a lot, in October for some reason.
Very cool.
But, of course, they're not all WWE. I mean, there was people like Great Muta, all these indie big-name Japanese guys. Yeah, why not?
Well, that's fine. And then, so we are going to do a Royal Rumble post show, and we're going to post it on our YouTube page here probably Monday night.
I think that was Eric Green.
Yes,
he's one of your buds.
My dude,
your dude. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that was him. But if it wasn't,
it might have been Eric Green.
Props to Eric Green. But if it wasn't, no props.
No props. You get none, Eric. Unless it was you, then you do get plus. And also, like I said, I think what we'll do is we're going to tape a special show on Monday, because we're going to be drunk Sunday watching the Rumble.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear that show. Some of you might, but no.
Plus, we're going to your place, and it's like
it's a half hour away.
Half hour, 45 minutes away.
We're going to make this easy as possible. We are going to tape a show. We're going to tape a show this Monday, probably around 7, and you'll do the best you can to get it up Monday night.
Up before Raw.
We're going to try.
I can't guarantee it'll be up before Raw, but I'm going to try my damnedest.
And then next Wednesday... actually, no. The next night, we're going to tape another episode.
We will record our normal episode of Outside the Ring.
So 2 shows next week.
Yes, look for 2 shows next week because of the Rumble Special Edition, and our normal show on Tuesday.
So there you go.
Yep.
Now, without further ado, it's time for headlines! Wow, 6 minutes later, it's headlines. Usually we get to that in 3 minutes, but either way,
hey, we had business to do.
We do. We got to pay the bills here. You know, we got to tell you about, because honestly, our pay-per-view shows blow
everything out of the water. I think our Survivor Series is almost at 1,000.
Yeah, and we really appreciate that.
1,000 isn't that many of you.
That's a lot.
Shut up.
That's a lot considering
us, it's a lot.
That's a lot considering we have no. We have no video on it's a black screen, whatever. You listen to us like it's a radio show.
Yeah.
I mean,
we have no actual videos yet.
We are working on that.
Yes. It's just pictures, our logo, and...
We are using state-of-the-art equipment, though, let me tell you, okay?
Yes.
We have our own studio and stuff like that. None of your business how we get that.
1,000 views is pretty good for 2 schmucks in a studio with microphones.
That's exactly right. So we start off headlines with Rowdy Piper posted a series of messages on Twitter Wednesday threatening physical harm against Vince McMahon and Honky Tonk Man. Should he see them at the WWE Legends House, which of course is the reality show premiering in 2012. Just a couple of his tweets. Legends House, why me? I'm not a legend.
I'm their nightmare.
I'm their nightmare. I don't like it when I'm asked a favor. Baby Jesus, I'll get in some trouble. So much trouble. His tweets are so spelled wrong.
No, he didn't spell that right. He was running out of room.
Here's your favorite one.
So much trouble in there.
Yes, your favorite one, Troy. If Honky Tonk Man is there, I give myself 1 day before I strangle him with the phone cord. While he sleeps, it may be considered a public service. You know what? I was not looking forward to the WWE Network. I am now. I am so hoping.
And the next one. WWE, I said to at WWE, who's in the house? We can't tell you. Seriously, then it'll be a mass murder with Honky Tonk Man's guitar strings.
If you haven't heard, basically, WWE, the house, or whatever it's called, Legends House is going to be a reality show like Big Brother, basically, where they put in all these legends.
It's going to be like, have you ever seen The Surreal Life?
Yes.
With the old, 80s celebrities.
Yes.
It's basically like that, except with wrestlers. And from what it sounds like...
it's going to be pretty damn good.
From what it sounds like, it's going to be good. And Piper's going to be in it. Honky Tonk Man's going to be in it. Maybe Vince himself?
That would be great. If they had Vince with the toupee.
And we know Mean Gene's going to be in it because he's been in the promos.
For the love of God, there's 4 guys I want in this house with these 2. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair,
Ultimate Warrior, and the Iron Sheik.
God bless you! Yes!
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Oh, shit. Oh, two. Oh, God. Hulk Hogan, pull, Iron Sheik, humble
I
one.
break his back to make him humble. Iron Sheik.
You can imagine
so great.
Iron Sheik, if he did the camel clutch to Hulk Hogan, he would be done. His back would break.
Are we following him on Twitter?
We are now.
We need to be.
Ultimate Warrior. Oh, my God. That house.
Break his back, make him humble.
That house would be absolutely, you know, Hulk Hogan doing the leg drop to Honky Tonk Man on the coffee table. I mean, just beautiful stuff.
No, Hulk Hogan.
They all had beef.
Hulk Hogan leg drop on Ultimate Warrior. Roddy's in the back strangling.
Think about it. All the guys we mentioned have beef with each other, except Hulk and Rick are pretty good terms.
Mean Gene, to my knowledge, has no.
Hogan and Mean Gene are pretty cool.
Yeah,
they've
pretty
always
tight,
been tight. But everybody hates the Warrior.
Oh God!
And then you got Ric Flair, the party.
I can guarantee you that the Warrior won't be on there because I read somewhere that they extended an invitation to the Hall of Fame ceremony to him, and he basically put return to sender on it and sent it back.
Well, and if he gets in, if for whatever reason he gets in before Macho, then we're going to do a whole 2-hour show on that.
I don't think Ultimate Warrior is going to get in until he mans up.
Yeah.
And stops acting like a little kid.
Yep.
And like, oh no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Blah. He's not going to get in until he stops that crap.
I agree. So as seen on Monday Raw, Zack Ryder, he got effed up by Kane.
And it was beautiful, but the acting afterwards
horrible.
From Cena and Eve was terrible.
You figure Cena, I know his movies suck, but he is an actor.
Eve was acting better than Cena, and that makes Cena look even worse.
Well, what do you expect from the Marine? While this isn't confirmed, sources are saying that he's going to be kept off TV for some time.
I know. I mean, I told my buddy this when Cole came on and said, Zack Ryder has suffered a broken back. I'm thinking, well, a broken back took Shawn Michaels out of action for 7 years.
Yeah.
If Ryder shows up in like 5 weeks, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, there are rumblings that Ryder is away filming a movie of some kind. Which,
oh, my God.
Possibly for the WWE Network. They've noted that they've reached an agreement with the Luke and Dwayne show to feature the song Take Care and Spike Your Hair, which, of course, is on his YouTube show.
It's the Broski of the Week song, whatever. I mean,
He's going to be out for a while. I can't see them bringing the way they built that and the Eve crying. He was on the floor. He got chokeslammed through the stage. If he comes back in a month,
went through cardboard. I mean, in reality,
I know
he went through. But but
the way they played it on TV,
comes back in a month, that just ain't right.
I mean, there's guys, Now we're gonna get to the story next, Randy Orton, where he was just kind of thrown down the steps.
Yeah,
I mean, people are mad.
Thrown.
Well, did he get the wasteland off the steps?
Randy ran down the steps and just kind of fell.
Yeah. Well. My point is, I think Randy being out for a month for that's okay. Hey, I fell down the steps when I was a kid. I was fine in 2 days. You know what I mean? That's not. People are mad on, WWE's Facebook and Twitter saying, "Oh, Randy should have been hurt for 5 months." Come on. He fell down the steps.
If you want pure comedy,
oh God,
go on WWE's Facebook and just look at the moronic posts on there.
What do you expect? They think wrestling's real. We talk about it every week. They think wrestling's real.
Oh man,
Kane should be suspended for chokeslamming Zack Ryder. How dare him? It's assault and battery.
There was something on there that they posted something that asked, is what happened to Zack Ryder Cena's fault? Yes, honestly.
If you look at it from a storyline, Eve even said that.
Yeah.
That was the Cena's fault.
Because, if Cena would just embrace the hate,
which everybody, including us, want him to do,
Kane would not have had to have done that to Ryder.
Just embrace the hate, John.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta do. Pee on him in the hospital. You can't see me, but you can see my pee.
Okay, R. Kelly.
Man.
You hear the Dave Chappelle parody of it? I want to piss on you.
So anyways, yes, Randy Orton. Spoiler alert!
Zack Ryder in a movie? Come on.
We ain't gonna even hit on that. No. It's not worth it. Spoiler alert!
Woo.
Randy Orton's coming back Friday. He beat the crap out of Wade, and apparently he chased Barrett out of the ring, which prompted WWE officials and other superstars to come out and stop Orton. Orton hit RKOs on everybody. That's going to be cool to see. Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins, and one of the Usos and Trent.
Reminds you of old Austin. Somebody would come at him and just stunner.
Well, his move is the new stunner.
Yeah.
It is the coolest.
Come out of nowhere.
Move.
Hell, it's even faster than the stunner. Because, I mean,
awesome.
The stunner was always telegraphed because of that kick to the guts.
Yeah, this is awesome. And he can hit it from so many. I mean, Punk did a good job with it, the way he hit it.
People are saying, and I've had so many arguments with people on this, like on forums, in person, that the Diamond Cutter is better than the RKO. No, it's not.
The Diamond Cutter was slow.
Cutter was slow because DDP always tried to set him up for it and look flashy with it, whatever.
Even the twist of fate.
Ooh, Randy just hits it. He doesn't screw around.
Yeah.
You know, you're flying at him like Bourne or Christian. You're going to eat it.
I don't care what anybody says. Randy Orton has improved tremendously.
Yes.
I think
his mic skills do need some work still.
But he don't need to be on the mic. That's what I tell people. The guy, don't even have him talk. Just have him be that stone cold kind of guy. Have him be a little bit of Jake Roberts and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and just have him be the man. Randy Orton is so much better than John Cena. I don't understand.
Here's another one I want to see on the Legends House.
Yes, Jake the Snake. Roberts. I was thinking about that too.
You want to play 21? I got 22.
Hey, Ultimate Warrior.
Play blackjack? I got 2 of those.
Jake the Snake, pull! You suck! You're a snake! I will break your back and humble you, and Damien.
Break your snake's back.
Sheik.
You and your pills. Pull number 1.
Roberts is a good. Roberts.
He needs help.
It's sad to see that he's fallen that.
Scott Hall needs to be in there.
Yeah, no,
with Razor Ramon attire.
So he walks into the house and say hello to the bad guy.
The doorbell rings and the door opens. The door Scott Hall.
You hit the doorbell and it's the doorbell is a different entrance theme every time. You hit it once, it's Stone Cold.
Real American. Hogan comes in and he's playing the guitar. Dude, we got to write the script for their commercial.
Yes.
We already have these ideas. You have the doorbell keep ringing, and every time the door opens, you have another theme music. You know what I'm saying? With Hogan playing the music. Dude, Scott Hall with the Hey Yo.
We could market that and actually make a WWE doorbell.
Shout out to WWE. We are coming for you. We got market stuff coming.
We are completely free to come up with ideas.
Yes. So that's the end of headlines.
Yep.
Not a ton, but good stuff. It's Royal Rumble week. We got to go into Raw.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We're talking about people coming back and all that.
Yeah.
I think I found out another surprise entrant for the Rumble.
Okay.
Sin Cara.
When he's been out since September, I thought he's been hurt.
October, November.
I thought he was hurt longer. I thought he was going to miss Mania this year, or
I don't remember.
Me. They want Mysterio to get better so they can have Mysterio and Sin Cara. That would not be a bad opening match.
That wouldn't be a bad Nah, that wouldn't be an opener.
I think it would be a good match.
It would be a good match, yeah, but
if they let
these two Rey Mysterio.
I hate how they dub him down. Because if you watch ECW...
I hate the current Rey Mysterio. Okay. You watch ECW and you watch WCW, Rey Mysterio is a completely different person.
Rey Mysterio can go.
They
dub him down.
Rey is getting old. He's had 5 knee surgeries, plus he's had 2 more recently. Yeah, he's putting on some weight. He can't be so high-flying anymore. Rey, it's honestly about time to give it up.
I agree. I think that'd be a good opening match for Mania. They can have everybody wearing the mask like they want to do. Because I don't want to see Mysterio and Kane. I don't want to see Kane and Sin Cara.
I don't want to see Kane
because they're trying to do this world record for masks.
Yeah, I don't want to see this stupid, Rey's always billed as the underdog. No, put him against somebody of his own stature, own ability, like Sin Cara.
If you're going to book Mysterio on Mania, it's the only match I want to see.
Yeah.
Sin Cara and Mysterio, it would be a good dream match in a lot of people's fans. I don't think have they ever wrestled in Mexico or
I don't know.
I don't think so. If they let those two go out for even 15 minutes to start kickoff Mania, it'd be the best kickoff match in a while. It'd be a good way to
whip the crowd into a frenzy.
Because you don't, please, for the love of God, like they did last year at Mania, don't start it off with a world title match.
No.
When they did the Edge and Del Rio last year. The world title match. Me and my friends, I mean, granted we were drunk a little bit, but we were like, what the hell is this? How are you starting your biggest show of the year with the winner of the Royal Rumble?
Exactly.
Who's supposed to be in the main event. Main event don't mean first.
Stupid.
So Raw.
No.
You want to get to Raw?
Yes, let's get to Raw. I'll talk later.
You're thinking about something there.
No, we need to get moving. We need to get back on track.
So Raw. We, again, have no... Well, no. We have less...
one grievance.
Yes, one. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
And if you've listened for the past 2 weeks, you know what the hell
But
it is.
it's better than last week's Raw.
Yeah. Last week there was
two
bad spots.
So now there's one.
Freaking Perez.
Honest to God...
I still hate
Don't
Perez.
get me started on that.
I still hate Perez. Okay, go ahead.
He still sucks. I thought Raw this week was good again.
Yes,
it was a good go home show.
Even on the Outside the Ring Facebook, I even posted. A rarity indeed. 2 good Raws in a row.
I honestly thought that Raw was fantastic. I thought they built every match up. They built the Rumble up.
It seems like the Raws before the Big Four are always good.
The Raws, I'll tell you what, I'll put it this way to you. Every WWE show going into WrestleMania is good.
At least the Raws before Rumble and Mania. Because those are their really big, too.
They do a tremendous
Those are
job.
the 2 biggest paydays of the year. And by the way, Evan Bourne is going to miss both of them.
There you go.
Sucks. And also,
I wouldn't be shocked if he's gone.
Also, news on Evan Bourne that I just remembered. We can include. This is kind of jump a little bit back into headlines here. Apparently, once he gets back from suspension, he's retiring. That's what I've heard. I don't know.
What is he, 24?
I don't know. He might just be retiring from WWE, but going back on the indie circuit. He might go to TNA
where he can smoke.
He might go to TNA because he's got
Rob's there.
He's got access to it all.
Evan, it's all good with Rob Van Dam. Come on over,
Plus you have
bro.
Jeff Hardy there,
dude. But Jeff's here too.
If Evan went to TNA, he would be great in the X division.
Somebody posted that on our Facebook page, and I totally agree with that.
That right there. The X division and the tag division are the only thing that TNA has going for them.
Well, yeah, pretty much. They got wrestlers. We say it every week. People on Twitter, we're posting stuff on our Twitter page saying, how come we don't talk as much TNA? And I say, well,
there's
when TNA actually has a good show,
I don't watch it that much.
I like Bobby Roode as the world champ. I love that.
Is he still world champ?
Yeah, they've done a great job with him. I've watched little segments here and there. The one good thing that they're doing...
One thing that would be nice for TNA to do would do like what WWE does with SmackDown and post their full episodes on YouTube. That way we can skip through the shit and get straight to the good stuff.
Thanks for the beat.
We can TiVo it or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's fine. But I don't know. I like certain parts of TNA I love. I like the X Division. I like Bobby Roode as champion.
X Division, their tag division is kind of slipping, but once the machine guns...
It's still better than WWE.
Yeah, but once the machine guns get back together, we'll be good.
Fine with TNA. I mean, there's some things I wouldn't change, but...
Yeah, TNA...
I don't know. I just don't have time to watch TNA.
We've said it before, and we will say it until the end of time. TNA has... the talent.
Absolutely.
They don't have the writers because Vince Russo is there.
That's all you got to say. Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff. Get him in there, too.
Jesus.
So Raw was... Anyway. I thought Raw was really good.
Yes,
obviously, the way we cover Raw, we go through it.
I say 3 out of 5 for Raw.
I say easily 3 or 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't go in order because I did watch it all. I watched. I did not do anything. I watched the whole show, but I don't remember every match.
If we would have recorded, if we wouldn't have had the difficulties and we would have recorded yesterday on Tuesday, I would have remembered everything because it's like I have a day-long memory.
Last night we were both kind of busy and there was stuff going on at work that we couldn't tape, so I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened on Raw. But let's talk about the big stuff. I mean, that's what people
really care about. Nobody cares about, the
divas and all that shit.
Alicia Fox and whoever had a match.
I really don't even care.
Except that Ariane woman.
CM Punk every freaking week is must-see TV.
Yes.
He knows how to cut a promo. He can teach anybody how to cut a promo.
Exactly.
I thought him and somebody asked me the other day, and I'm gonna ask you this question: is Laurinaitis getting over as a heel, or do you think they boo him because he sucks so bad?
Basically, you're asking, is he getting over as a heel, or is he getting X-Pac heat?
Yes. Basically, yes.
I think a little bit of both.
Because Vicky, God bless that woman, she's almost starting to get heel heat.
Yeah.
Instead of X-Pac heat. Because her mic skills are actually not bad.
They have improved, I will say that.
I thought...
Because, it's people like Vicky and Cole especially, that they don't try to get heel heat. Mm-hmm. They just do the most annoying crap to get as cheap a heat as they can.
I think the commentating crew is at a low,
all-time low.
It is the worst commentating crew.
It is.
Jerry, and God bless the King.
It's not Jerry. It's all Cole.
God bless the King. I don't think he's happy with WWE. I don't think he's happy with the company, and I really think he is peed off that they will not let JR back in that announce table.
I don't know
because they are legitimately best friends, and I don't understand why either, but if you watch the King, he tries to plug this stuff. King doesn't care about Twitter. King doesn't care about the social media, the way they plug it.
Nope.
He just seems like he's not happy. He's bored like us having to watch some of these matches.
To listen to Cole.
King is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
In the ring, too. People forget about that. He knows a good match.
Yeah.
And what he watches, he can't be impressed with. Obviously, the best thing I tell people, it is hard for me sometimes to watch Raw now. It's not the same like it was back in the Attitude Era. I know we all have to get past that.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's not even as good as when Evolution was running a while. That was with Goldberg and all that. It wasn't great, but it was damn sure better than what we got now.
Oh, yeah.
But for
Easily.
2 weeks,
CM Punk has made it great.
It's been good. And I think they cannot, for the love of God, and I know you'll agree with me, they cannot, please, do not take the belt off Punk yet.
No.
Dolph, I love you.
Number one.
You're my drinking buddy, a Velvet Dog. Don't give him the belt yet.
Number one, Punk honestly needs that title.
Right now he does.
Right now he needs that title. Number two, Ziggler isn't ready.
Not yet.
Ziggler is getting there, but he's not ready yet.
He is, without a doubt. I am so happy that they are pushing a feud with two young guys.
Yes.
CM Punk a little older.
CM Punk's a little older. He's more established than Ziggler.
Right, but I'm glad that they built this match the way they have.
And last night, at the end of the show, when Ziggler came out of the crowd,
they made him look like $1 million.
That was a great move.
It was. I'll tell you what. I was so impressed with the writing in the last 2 weeks. It makes you wonder what are they smoking the rest of the time?
The rest of the year.
I don't understand if there's like days where like maybe Hunter, Triple H, is in there working more with them.
Yeah.
And then he'll like go take a break for a day to be with Stephanie or whoever he's with.
No, I think he leaves Stephanie in charge.
Maybe that's it. And then it sucks. And then Triple H, because Triple H, say what you want about him, he knows the business so well. He was around during the hot time. He can write a good story.
Triple H in the office.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? That's a good idea.
People.
No, that one sucks. All right, I'm taking a week off.
It's got to be something like that. Or it's Vince just coming up with. I think Vince is starting to get real senile.
Yeah.
I think Vince needs to let Triple H just be in charge, like they portray him on TV, which we're going to get to in a little bit because Triple H is coming back next week.
I don't know who he is.
He's going to, Laurinaitis at the end of Raw said that Hunter is coming back and he is going to basically say yay or nay.
Yay or nay. He's going to give the big thumbs up or thumbs down.
The Batista. He's good with that. he's you know what would be really cool? Batista comes back and lifts Laurinaitis up. Then Triple H comes back and gives him the thumbs down. Dumps his ass.
That'd be great.
But I think we're going to get to that because I have a lot of ways that they can go with that.
Yeah.
I think next week's Raw is going to be A++.
Yes.
If they do it right.
Seems like the Raws before and after the big two of Royal Rumble or WrestleMania are always good.
I thought the promos, every promo on Raw, even as bad as the acting was with the John Cena stuff, I am interested in this Cena-Kane thing.
Yes.
And like you said last week, and I could not agree more, it is the first time Well, in a while.
It's the
Punk and Cena stuff was awesome.
Yeah,
and John should be credited for that, too.
It's the first time I've really cared about Cena. Since his rapper days.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I did like the Cena CM Punk thing.
And the
but
Cena
not
Rock,
as much,
obviously.
Yeah, but not as much as this.
This is starting, and we've said it the last 3 weeks. They're planting the seeds now for a John Cena heel turn. And I have heard rumors from guys that used to write with WWE that have been on shows, talk shows, radio shows, that have come out and said that when they were there writing for Vince, there was always talk about turning Cena heel. Specifically when he was with Nexus, that he would
actually join Nexus.
They were building up, and I gotta say, if I can remember the link, I will post it on our Outside the Ring Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. There was a writer that said he no longer works there, but the main thing last WrestleMania, before The Rock and all that happened, before they signed The Rock for Mania last year, they were working on a thing where Cena was going to go with Nexus. They were going to sell Nexus merchandise, like you brought up, out the butt. I mean, it would have sold like hotcakes, you know?
Oh, easily.
And John would have been the #1 heel in the company with Wade Barrett against a babyface Randy Orton. And they were building Randy Orton against John Cena last year.
That could have kept Nexus alive. Nexus could still be around to this day.
Yeah, and not to mention, you could have a heel Cena feud with a babyface Randy Orton.
I mean, we've seen that match
but not
many
like
times,
this.
But not like that.
Randy was always
the heel.
Randy he's at first I'm like, I don't like Randy as a babyface. But the way they do it, he's like Austin. He's a tweener. He don't care what the fans think. He's not slapping fives and kissing babies. You know what I'm saying? He's a stone cold guy.
He does what he wants when he wants.
Yeah, exactly. You can build a guy like, and we've talked about this maybe a month ago. I brought it up. Miz as a babyface eventually.
Eventually, yes, but
against a John Cena heel.
That could work.
Because when Randy's done working with him, you're going to have to start putting faces against a heel Cena. Rock's not going to be there. Triple H is too old. Undertaker's too old. You got to get these other guys.
Doesn't work that great as a face.
Jericho will probably be a heel. You could have Punk again against the heel Cena.
Hell, they could even do the tweener Randy Orton against Cena.
Well, like I said, they were building for the babyface Randy Orton against the Nexus heel John Cena at Mania. They were doing that. And Vince, from what I was told and from what this writer said, Vince always shoots it down at the last second.
Because he wants the money.
The money. Vince is cool, supposedly, as long as they can guarantee the money with the heel. See, I think John will still sell shirts.
Oh, yeah. Easily. If anything, it'll make these little kids think that, oh, if I go out and buy John Cena's merchandise, maybe it'll help him become face again.
I still think, and I think what you'll see, just like when he was a rapper, you will see grown-ass adults like me and you.
Yep.
If his heel turn is done right and good, I could see adults wearing Cena stuff.
Oh, yeah.
If he goes back to, I don't care about this and that, I'm John Cena,
not saying
and he's a heel.
I'm not saying have him go back to the rapper, because, I mean, that was done.
I would like to
see that, but
I thought John was one of the best talkers in the business.
Yeah. Well, best rapper in the business.
But I think
freestyle battle.
But I still think that he was always classic on the mic. He's boring now.
Exactly.
He was
the
great.
Same thing every week. He basically comes out, says, "Ooh, Cena mad. Me no like you. Cena smash."
Yeah.
That's sorry. That's me.
That was a beautiful setup, by the way. Very nice.
Sorry.
That was beautiful.
I got an email.
From the Raw general manager, who we still don't.
Wait, I got that actually.
No, there you go. You gonna play that for us?
Hang on, let me get to it.
All right.
Well, where is it?
I'll do my best Michael Cole impression. You gotta love these live shows we do here. Not that they're live. We could actually edit this out, but I'm not going to because it's really, really funny.
Where is it?
Let me know when you have it. But yeah, I'd like to see that. But I also like the what the heck was it on Raw? It wasn't Brodus Clay, that's for sure. I did not like Brodus Clay. Wait a minute. Can I have your attention, please? I have an email from the anonymous Raw general manager. Walks away.
God.
And I quote,
I'm so glad they stopped that.
We still don't know who that was. Yeah, they never finished that.
That was a lost, fabled, forgotten storyline.
So I'm interested to see with this. I'm interested. I am pumped up for the Rumble.
Of course, they might bring it back if Triple H gives Johnny Ace the big thumbs down.
Yeah, they could. Well,
of course, there's also people online on our Facebook, Twitter, whatever, have also said if Triple H gives Johnny Boy the big thumbs down, they'd love to see Foley as the GM.
I think that's a possibility. I also mentioned
and Foley
to somebody,
is also in the Royal Rumble now.
Now he is,
because at the end of Raw, Punk backed Johnny Ace into a corner.
Yeah,
and Johnny, started whimpering like a little coward and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mick's in the Rumble. I didn't mean any of this."
Before we get to that, the Kane Cena thing, just to end that whole discussion, Zack Ryder got really hurt.
Yeah,
and Eve was basically blaming John Cena.
Yeah,
and I think
as they were loading Ryder into the ambulance, Cena came up behind Eve, and she turned around and just said, "No, stop. I'm going with Ryder. I'm going with Zach. This is all your fault."
I can see what I think is going to happen at the Rumble is John Cena is going to beat the hell out of Kane. He is going to unleash the hate.
He's going to all that hate.
People are going to go, "It's a Cena job." No. It's what they're planting.
No, I don't think they're going
Cena
to
going
do it.
to man.
I think what they're going to do is the match is going to start, and it'll be a pretty decent back and forth, and then maybe Kane gets the upper hand and possibly gets Cena, choke slams him, gets Cena down, gets on the microphone and just starts in, "Unleash it, Cena.
Right.
Use the hate.
Like it's Star Wars.
Embrace the hate."
Yeah.
No! It's impossible!
Father, please!
But then I could see him, Kane, trying to pick up Cena again, trying to choke slam him. Cena gets out and just beats the ever-loving hell out of him.
That's what I think.
And I could understand, and that would be a good way to do it. That would be a good way to show that Cena has snapped.
I say you plant this now, and you go all the way to the Mania, and that's where you turn him heel.
Yep.
You have to turn him heel against The Rock.
You either have to turn him heel in the match or the Monday before.
Yes,
because you can't have him go through the match still being a face and then turn him the next night on Raw.
I think
that's not what people will buy WrestleMania for.
No, because they're going to boo Cena anyways.
Yes, because it's in Miami.
Honest to God, I think we're going to see a heel turn.
Oh, we're going to.
I can't see.
It's happening.
I cannot see.
Dreams are happening.
I cannot see. Troy, I cannot see how they mess this up. I cannot see how they have Cena stay face after all of this.
You know how they mess it up?
How?
They have Cena go over Rock as a face. And
then shake hands and that's it.
Yeah, that
would suck.
Blows this whole thing.
Like I said, I'm not one of these people who are like, "Ooh, if Rock loses, we riot." I will riot if he gets beat clean. And Cena's a face.
I don't care if he gets beat clean. I don't even care if Cena. Well, I kind of care that Cena is a face when he beats him. If he
turns heel,
if he jobs, if Cena just beats the hell out of The Rock and pins him and makes him tap out like a little bitch, then that's what's going to piss me off.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Makes him tap out like The Miz at Over the Limit.
Yeah, that will make me mad. But if it's a good match, then he turns heel and beats The Rock, I will stand up and cheer. I will be so happy. What I could see is, they go back, Cena goes into the match as a face, back and forth, really good match. Cena hits the AA, pins The Rock, whatever. After the match, Rock gets up, extends his hand, Cena shakes it, pulls Rock in. Yes, there you go.
Gives him the AA, and basically stands over him, flips him off.
Why not? It's pay-per-view. Why not? That's the perfect way to end Mania. Have Vince Laurinaitis come out.
Vince come out, have Laurinaitis come out, have Carlton Banks come out.
Oh, God. Why not? And the Fresh Prince, Will Smith in the house. It's Miami.
In West Philadelphia.
So anything else on Raw?
The perfect way. And if you mention Brodus Clay, I'll stab you with this pen.
I'm not mentioning. You know what I decided? We've already unleashed our thoughts on Brodus Clay last 2 weeks. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. William Regal was hilarious on commentary.
The only thing I will say is they are building up for the inevitable Brodus Clay-William Regal feud. And if William Regal jobs to this fat I swear to God.
What do you think? Of course he's going to job, dude.
It's stupid.
You know it's gonna. I know
the crowd was dead again.
I know the crowd.
4 weeks in a row.
4 weeks now. Since 3
weeks
since his debut.
Well, the Vegas crowd cheered for him on SmackDown.
They were drunk.
You can't trust SmackDown because they pipe in reactions.
Exactly. That crowd when they were saying the Funkus, there was nothing. There was
nothing.
Nothing.
And then he came
I got people on my Facebook now attacking me, telling me that I am wrong, and you're wrong
about Brodus Clay
sucking.
About
Brodus Clay sucking. That we need to realize it's wrestling. It's fun. Listen, now I'm going off.
I realize that it's wrestling and it's fun, but this isn't.
This is what I'm going to not. Let me say this.
We need to wrap this up.
Yes, this is what I'm going to say. Okay, and I know you're going to stand by this too. I understand we don't need all these heel big monsters. You already got Mark Henry.
Yes.
We've seen Viscera as the big monster.
We've got Kane.
And yes, it's true. If he would come out and just be a squash master in 3 seconds as a monster heel,
it would suck.
It would suck. And I applaud the fact that this guy he's different.
Yeah,
I applaud.
I like that he's different, but it's not good by any means.
That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm mad about. I'm glad it's different. I'm glad he wasn't a monster heel. But couldn't you come up with something else than the Funkasaurus?
Like I said last week, it was just the brainstorming meeting was probably nothing but sticky notes on a wall. Throw a dart. There you go.
And what gets me the most, he's going over superior talent. He's squashing superior talent.
He's Slater, not so much.
Not so much.
But no,
JTG is underrated.
JTG. He squashed Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd went through the dungeon.
Right.
He was the last person.
Why not push him instead of the Funkasaurus?
Tyson Kidd was the last person to go through the dungeon before Stu Hart died.
Yeah.
And he's getting squashed?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
He squashed Kurt Hawkins in his debut match.
I think he's going to be gone. I don't think this guy will ever hold a belt.
No.
If he holds a belt, I'll be shocked.
The only reaction that Brodus Clay has gotten in his weeks since he debuted was from that Vegas crowd. And again, that was SmackDown. You can't trust it because they pipe in reactions. Or the Vegas crowd is just stupid.
Let me put it this way to you. This guy doesn't entertain me.
No.
R-Truth. He entertains the hell out of me right now.
Yes.
R-Truth is finally getting the push. I wasn't so sure with him about being a face again. I love it.
Yeah.
I love this whole thing with him and Miz.
He's a face. I mean, before he sucked as a face.
Yeah, he was doing the what's up crazy.
Still talking with the little Jimmy.
It's the funniest thing on Raw besides Punk.
Yep.
I love when the guy comes out. When he comes out, I watch.
Oh, yeah.
I'll admit it. I like R-Truth now. He is picked up the ball with this and ran.
Picked up the ball and he's close to the end zone.
He is awesome. Yep. No pun intended.
Yep.
By the way, Miz is #1 at the Rumble. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we might as well get to that now because we're starting to run a little short on time. Basically what it was is Truth and Miz had a match and our Funk Man.
Yeah.
John Laurinaitis, Executive Vice President of Talent Relations.
Right.
I don't know why he says that.
Right.
But he came in and said, you know what, you two have a match, and whoever loses is #1 in the Rumble.
Miz lost.
Okay, Miz lost. I don't know why, but I'm feeling that Truth is going to be #2.
Yeah, that could be. I can't get away from this guy kind of thing.
Exactly.
I think the Rumble's going to be fantastic. We're going to go over the card here. We got to talk about Jericho, though.
Best part of the night. Well,
we've pretty
one
much
of the best parts of the night.
Jericho, awesome. Another great segment by Jericho.
The lights go out. Pitch black. You see the coat light up on the stage.
You're like, here comes the same crap.
Yeah.
But then this time.
And they advertised it on their Facebook.
Yep.
It was the return in 4 years of the highlight reel.
Right when I heard that, I said, this is not going to be the highlight reel.
No.
It's something totally different.
Yeah.
Anybody that thought, he's going to talk, he's going to have guests, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But he comes out, he's got the gun, the T-shirt gun.
He came out, and he took the mic, act like he was going to talk, and he started cheering and all that.
Yeah.
And then he told him, wait a minute, runs to the back, gets the T-shirt gun.
Yep.
Comes out and he over here, no. He doesn't shoot the gun.
No, and then all of a sudden,
shh. And then he gets on like shh, and he starts quieting people down.
Points to the Geritron 5000
He points to the obscenely expensive Geritron 5000,
which is now repaired, by the way.
Yeah. After Shawn Michaels' head went through it, and he shows just highlights of his career in the WWE. His debut with the Millennium Clock, his first world title win, his beat
The Rock and Stone Cold the same night. Tell you 15 times.
His second coming return.
Yep.
All the
way till he got punted, I believe, right?
His tag team title runs with Miz and Big Show.
Yep.
And it went all the way until he got punted by Randy Orton.
And then it stopped.
And then it showed his return, his latest return.
Right.
And then it just cut out.
And then they fade to Jericho.
They
fade to Jericho, and he's got that look that he had.
That deadpan look on his face. He gets on the mic.
And the crowd went nuts when he talked.
He gets on the mic. He puts the microphone up to his mouth, and you don't hear anybody reacting.
Yeah.
But then he says, at the Royal Rumble... Pop. And the crowd goes wild.
Yes.
He says, at the Royal Rumble, it will be the end of the world.
And that's it.
Puts the mic down and walks away.
And that's all he had to say.
Yeah.
Because now you are really pumped for the Rumble.
Now you really want to see the Rumble.
He just sold more tickets and pay-per-view buys.
Exactly.
Because you don't know what he's going to do.
Number one.
What does he mean?
Number one, that means Jericho's in the Rumble. Or he's going to be in a match
and
somewhere.
Michael Cole actually announced that, too, that he's in the Rumble.
It means Jericho's in the Rumble, so he's actually going to wrestle.
But what does that mean?
Number two, what does it'll be the end of the world mean?
He just sold more tickets.
Does it mean that he might be like the harbinger of The Undertaker coming back?
That could be. Something is going to happen here.
Exactly.
This is great. I have not been pumped up for a Rumble like this in years.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of the best Rumbles in the last decade.
Exactly.
I'm pointing it. You don't have to have the. At first, we were mad that they didn't have the 40 guys anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
You
care
don't need
now.
it.
And something
this is great.
Something they said about the Rumble really took me as odd. They said for the first time in history, all WWE superstars are eligible.
That means basically, even if you have a match, it doesn't matter. Now, does that mean champions? Like,
I would
if
guess
Punk could jump in,
like Cody Rhodes or Punk and Daniel Bryan. I wouldn't really see. I mean, what if they win? What are they going to do? Go after the other champion?
But they did say anybody. I can almost see like somebody trying to do that just for a giggle. I mean, they might not have to win, but maybe that means they could go in and face each other for the.
True.
I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea.
From what I'm understanding is like, okay, even if you have a match, you're eligible. Champions like Cody Rhodes, Jack Swagger, the tag team champions, they're eligible.
Yep.
And all that, but I mean, it wouldn't make sense to have your two big champions in there because if one of them wins, what's he going to do? Have a match with himself just so he keeps the title?
We're going to get to who we think is going to win because it's one of our. We'll talk about it here in a second. But I wanted you to get your thoughts. Finally, CM Punk gets the go to sleep,
gets his hands on Johnny
the Funk
Ace.
Master. That was great. And then, like you said, to add I kind of saw it coming that Dolph was going to run in.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Well,
they hit the GTS,
I definitely
and then
saw
Dolph
it coming that when Laurinaitis,
perfect.
Laurinaitis got this letter from Carlton Banks, David Otunga, whatever.
Yep.
And off subject for just 1 second.
That's fine.
I went and got my hair cut yesterday.
Right.
And at the barbershop, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
There was a National Enquirer.
Uh-huh.
It was the only thing around to read. I was sitting there, so
right.
I was thumbing through. All of a sudden, I see David Otunga and Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, God.
Apparently, Jennifer Hudson wants him to get out of wrestling.
Really?
Please do.
Please. Jennifer, we'll help you. That's fine.
Take him, Jennifer.
He don't need to work anyways.
No. He's a lawyer. He'd make more money doing that.
No
anyway.
kidding.
Anyways, he gets this letter from Johnny gets a letter from Otunga.
Right.
And earlier in the night, Laurinaitis finally agreed to face Punk in a match.
Right. Now I'm thinking Stone Cold McMahon. When they first did it, he's training in the back.
Exactly. But it comes in and it shows Johnny Ace in like this ugly ass like kimono, like karate gi or whatever.
He's such a tool anyways.
He's so stupid. Then he comes out to the ring for his quote-unquote match with his own little Future Endeavored shirt.
Yes.
Which still pisses me off that they sell that crap. He gets in the ring, gets the mic, he says, Punk, I got a letter from the WWE Board of Directors.
Right.
And Otunga takes over for reading it because I don't think I could have listened to Laurinaitis' voice that long.
Right.
And he basically says that due to his recent actions and decisions as interim general manager, he is now under a probation
From Triple
H.
Thank God.
Well, that kind of came later. He says, you are under probation, and after the Royal Rumble, you will be evaluated and basically sentenced afterwards by the chief executive, or chief, what is it? The COO.
He's the COO.
Chief
Operating Officer.
Chief Operating Officer, Triple H. Crowd popped.
Right.
So Triple H will be back in the ring
Thank God.
Monday.
That's gonna
hell, Triple H might be back at the Rumble if Johnny Ace tries to do anything.
That'd be
wrong.
cool if he was a surprise entrant.
That would be nice. But yeah, basically, after that, Johnny knew that he was screwed.
Pretty much. And Punk let him know it too.
And the Funk Man just started backing himself into a corner. He started apologizing.
Yep.
He's saying that, what I did with Ryder was wrong.
Yep.
I'm sorry that I said I'm going to screw you. It was the heat of the moment. Blah, 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 blah. Just talking all this BS.
Right.
And finally, I don't remember, did Punk say anything?
He basically said, I hope Triple H does what his father-in-law would do. And says, you're fired.
Yeah.
It was great mic work. It was beautiful
Triple H inherited at least one thing from his father-in-law, and on Monday he tells you you're fired. And then Johnny Ace just kind of backed up, and I even called it before it happened. I said, all right, Johnny, extend the hand. And he did it.
And Carlton.
And Punk shook Johnny Ace's hand.
Yeah.
But not for long. Pulled him in. Gave him the go to sleep,
but Otunga attacked him first. Then he grabbed him. This was Otunga. Kind of like he beat the hell out of Otunga.
Yeah, he beat the hell out of Otunga because Otunga
then he hit the go to sleep after.
And then it was Johnny like, oh crap, sorry man.
Yep.
Handshake, bygones be bygones.
Yep.
Pulled him in, go to sleep. Crowd cheered. That is how you take Raw off the air.
But before that, Ziggler ran in, hit the zigzag.
Ziggler came in from
That's
behind,
how you sell.
Zigzag.
That's how you make your number one contender credible.
Exactly.
That's what that whole thing was about.
Yep.
You go off the air on your go-to-home show, and this is my opinion, Troy. You always go off the air with the go-to-home show to your pay-per-view with the number one contender always getting the best, I think, of the champion. You got to make sure that Punk looks like he can still lose.
Yeah.
Because if Punk goes over, you have to sell it.
Yep.
You're not going to buy it if you think Punk's not in trouble.
Yep.
That's just me.
And that is Raw. Again, I say 3.5.
I say
it
3
was
or 4.
Pretty good.
Now, the Rumble, I'm pumped.
Yes.
Really quick,
man.
I named a match. You tell me who you think's going to win.
Okay.
Before we get to the Rumble.
Go ahead.
All right. Punk, Ziggler.
Punk.
I'm going to go with Punk as well. I think it'll be a good match. Daniel Bryan, Big Show, and Mark Henry. I actually kind of want to see this. I know people are like, ew. It's a cage match.
It's Daniel Bryan and
two big guys.
It's Daniel Bryan, okay, and two guys that can't really wrestle.
But still, I think it's going to be good. I don't know why.
I'm going to say Daniel Bryan.
I think Bryan will win somehow.
I think what it'll be is, somehow...
They'll still do the heel turn somehow.
Somehow Big Show and Mark Henry will, knock each other out. Mm-hmm. Like, they'll both go for a big boot. Or
he's going to get a cheap victory out of this somehow.
He will
he'll survive.
either crawl out the door or jump up over the top. Because Daniel Bryan is the only person that can go over the top in that match.
Yeah, definitely.
Either that or the cage is going to break.
That could be.
How it did with Austin and when Big Show debuted.
Yes. Throw him out. That would be kind of cool.
They'll throw him out. Mark Henry and Big Show laying on the cage wall, and Daniel Bryan just sees it and just kind of jumps out.
Yeah.
Jumps up over him and just hits the ground.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Daniel Bryan as well. Cena Kane. I want to say Cena.
My head says Kane, but my heart says Cena, and that's rare. For that to happen.
I think Cena needs to go over here, but I think he needs to beat the crap out of Kane.
Yes, he needs to further embrace the hate.
I think it'll be Cena.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the Rumble, I asked on
the Rumble is always fun to ask who you think's going to win.
On the Rumble, what we did is we always do the questions. We always do the questions before we end the show from the audience on our Twitter, Outside the Ring #1, our Facebook, Outside the Ring, on YouTube here. I asked today before we tape the show. I think it's the only question we need to ask tonight. Yeah. By the way, there's a couple other questions we're going to use on next week's show that I thought was one was from my buddy Phil concerning the belt. Should the WWE title be changed? We both say yes. We'll give our statements later on that.
Kind of short on time. We're going to kind of cut the listener mail short tonight.
The Royal Rumble. I got a ton of emails here about who's going to win. I asked on our Outside the Ring Facebook, Twitter, who's going to win the Rumble. who wins? Just simply, who wins? Ready, set, go. A lot of people saying Randy Orton. A lot of people saying Chris Jericho. My buddy Lenny actually said Undertaker's not coming back, but something mysterious is going to happen, like Undertaker buzzer, gong go off, which I said that would be cool.
Didn't they do that one year?
He says Jericho, though, still.
Didn't they do that one year?
Against Kane.
Yeah, because I remember that's
Undertaker,
when Kane...
all you got to do is gong, crowd pops, because they know what that means.
And then nothing comes out.
Nothing. That's perfect. You actually said Jericho or Orton.
Jericho or Orton.
I'm with you. I said Jericho Orton. Chris,
because Chris Jericho CM Punk will be a phenomenal match for WrestleMania.
I'm with you though. Jericho Orton, they'll make it work either way.
And Orton Daniel Bryan would work too.
Yeah, and I said that before the show.
And of course, there's also been the speculation of Orton winning it anyway, coming in at like maybe number 30 as like the last surprise.
But now with Orton coming back on SmackDown, I don't see Orton winning. I want to see Orton and Wade Barrett at Mania. I think they could still build. Finally, build up.
Yep.
Speaking of Wade Barrett, my buddy Chris Head says Wade Barrett would win the Rumble. That would be interesting. And then one of our listeners, Sully, says Dolph Ziggler, he is perfection. So that's what you said. You said maybe Dolph will lose and then win the Rumble.
Yeah. So there's
a bunch of thoughts. Here's one for you. Macy Jericho. Macy Phelps Jericho says Brodus Clay. That was a joke, by the way. There's no way he's serious about that.
I was going to say.
No way that guy's serious. And then one more. Bob says Sheamus. Time for him to come back into the spotlight. That could happen.
Sheamus could. But my 3 picks are Jericho. Who did I say? Jericho, Orton, or Ziggler. That's my 3 picks.
I'm going to say, if we go by top 3 picks, I'll say Jericho. Number 1, Orton number 2 because it's his hometown.
Yeah,
and Vince hates hometowns. And last but not least, man, that is tough.
It's tough.
I might have to. I hate to copy you, but I could definitely see Ziggler at a far number 3 behind Jericho. Mm-hmm. But I'll go with Sheamus too. I'm going to say Jericho number 1, Orton 2, and possibly a far third Sheamus for a Sheamus Daniel Bryan WrestleMania match.
That would be interesting.
I think either Randy. I don't know. I still like to see Randy and Wade take this thing.
You've also got to think, not many people care about SmackDown anymore.
No,
unless they get like Orton wins it, and he says he's going to go after Punk to get Orton back on Raw.
That could be, or have Orton just not say every week who you going after. Don't have Orton say nothing. Whoever wins the Rumble needs to do that anyways.
Yes.
Have one of those shows where, remember, Undertaker was deciding between Batista, Mark Henry, or no, the big dude that's an MMA fighter now. Huh? No, he was the ECW champion at the time. He shaved McMahon's head.
Donald Trump?
No, the guy that Donald Trump represented in that match.
Bobby Lashley?
It was, Batista, Bobby Lashley, and then Cena.
Undertaker against Donald Trump?
No.
I don't even know who's winning that one.
And Undertaker chose Batista.
Yeah.
They should do something like that.
Yeah.
Have the champion, like Jericho, come out if he wins. Mm-hmm. Have all the champions, do something like that. But we are running short on time. We're going to go out to a guy that, believe it or not, is rumored to be a surprise entrant. It's not Terrell Owens. It ain't Randy Moss.
No.
It sure as hell ain't LeBron James.
It is Montel.
Yeah.
Vontavious.
Yeah.
Porter. MVP. I'm coming.
There you go. He's coming. I'm not going to answer that. I don't know what that means. Whatever. So we are going to have a good time watching the Rumble. Hope you do as well.
I always have a blast watching the Rumble.
I think we need to have a drinking game. We're going to have shots at my party.
Oh, dude, no.
This is what we're going to do.
I've got like a half an hour drive home after
Wouldn't this be great? Great. Oh, God. I just hit the microphone.
See, we're getting all worked up.
I just F-U'd the microphone. There you go. What we need to do, I mic checked it, Ken Anderson style.
Did you hear he dyed his hair black?
Yeah, that looks horrible, by the way. Stupid. Stupid move by a stupid guy. I don't know.
Well,
I love you, Ken Anderson.
Yeah, that was a stupid move. Anyways.
What we need to do every time we guess like every entrant, and whoever's wrong has to take a shot.
No. If somebody can guess the next entrant correctly, everybody else takes a shot.
There you go. Drinking games, courtesy of Troy Austin and Jason Murphy.
There is your Royal Rumble drinking game.
What a bunch of alcoholics we are.
You get a group of people, and you all guess who the next entrant is going to be. But it has to be when the timer hits.
Yes.
Like that final 10 seconds.
You can't be like, I hear a voice, Randy Orton. You can't do that.
You can't
before the buzzer.
Like you hear that first note of his music, Randy Orton. No, you can't. When the 10-second countdown hits, you have 10 seconds to choose who it is.
I agree.
And if you can pick who it is, everybody else takes a drink. And if more than one person picks,
there you go.
Then everybody else except those two take a drink.
There you go. We're getting smashed Sunday.
Oh, God, dude.
There we go. Royal Rumble. Enjoy the Rumble.
Number one, I'm guessing it's Miz.
He just wants to drink. MVP, thank you very much for your music out of here.
That is great.
Hopefully we'll see you at the Rumble, along with maybe a fat Rob Van Dam and whoever else might show up as a surprise entrant. So, for the one and only Troy Stone Cold Austin. See, I did it again. I went backwards there.
Yeah.
Alongside the one, the only, I'm going to drink till I can't drink no more. Jason.
Birthday!
Yeah, baby, I'm with the Rumble. Murphy. That's my pick, Jericho. And by the way, again, remember, we have a special show Monday.
Monday night, I will try my best to get it. It may not be visually stimulating, but it's just audio.
It'll be our thoughts on the Royal Rumble. Look for it sometime Monday, and then of course next week.
I'm going to try my damnedest to get it on before Raw. Then we'll have our normal show on Tuesday, which should be up Wednesday.
Get our shows, get our views, subscribe.
2 shows next week. Spread the word. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Twitter. Hell, share it on your Google Plus.
That's right.
Whatever.
Enjoy the Rumble. We'll see you next week outside the ring.
Deuces.